So my name is Stacy Bowen, and I was asked, I should say, and honored by Tracy to come on and share with you guys some tips, some tricks, how to boost up your sales, how to basically get to the #1 spot with the company, right? Because we all want to be there. So a little bit about myself. I am a single mom. I live in Alaska, and I am started Color Street with this journey back in February of 2017. So I've been at it for about 1.5 years. I am currently a senior director, and I'm going to share with you kind of my top 20 tips. So if you guys have got a pen and paper, take notes because you'll want to hear all this. So #1, and I got this tip from Tracy actually, twosies. They are so critically important. When you put a twosie on somebody, it just changes everything. So I carry around this little bag, and it's super cute, super simple, and I got it off of Amazon. So we live in a town that we don't have stores and stuff in, so literally I'm in a relationship with Amazon. That's just where it's at. So I order everything from Amazon. So if I show you guys anything here today, guaranteed it's probably from Amazon. So inside here are my twosies, and basically it's really simple. I just carry these. Really simple. And I look at people's hands anywhere I go, whether I go to the grocery store, whether I go to the gas station, whether I go over to the hospital, a wellness clinic, whatever. And so talk to people. Walk up to them and say, "Hi, I noticed your nails are a little naked. Can I show you something?" Takes 2 seconds, and people are like, "Oh my gosh," right? So twosies are important. And then you're wondering, well, how do they get your information, right? Give them a card. All of your information is on there, right? So it all starts with twosies. So what I typically do is I challenge myself to put 2 twosies on every single day because I'm always out and about. So this little guy I carry around in my purse, and it's super small, convenient, very easy. So that's tip #1. Okay. Tip #2 is on-hand inventory. It is so, so important. Most people are impulse buyers. Think about it. When you go to a store, like let's say you go to Old Navy or Target. Target is the biggest one, right? You are going to see something on that shelf and you'll be like, "Oh, I got to have it," right? You're not going to wait to order it. You're going to have it in your hands right at that moment. So that having that inventory on hand is super duper duper important. Always carry it with you. You don't have to carry every set that you have in inventory, but carry, like 10, 15 sets. You would be surprised how many you can sell just off of, even after you've put the twosies on, right? So people are like, "Oh my gosh, how can I get these?" Well, then you can whip out what you got in hand. You're like, "Hey, I got this," right? So super important. Keep these on hand, carry them with you. So I've got a little bag that I carry with probably about 20, 25 sets. And typically I sell well over almost all of them every single day because of it. The other thing, okay, so #3 for me is I've recently been doing a lot of traveling, and so I made up these cute little kind of like flyers in a sense, but it's basically our catalog, and we are getting new ones, which I'm excited about. And then I put our sample, my sample card on it underneath it here. And so there's the sample and then my information. But I wrote a little note on here, and I said, "Enjoy your flight. I hope these help to make it a bit more fun." So think about when you're waiting at a gate, right? And you see that mom that's got the 2 or 3 little toddlers, or, just kind of crazy. And she's just looking around going, "Oh my God, I've got a 4-hour flight ahead of me. How am I going to handle this? Blah, blah, blah." Walk up to her and say, "Hey, I hope you enjoy your flight. I'd like to give you something to do so." So these have been a lifesaver. I have made it a goal to hand out 3 of these per flight that I fly. And I'm going to tell you, to fly to Florida from Alaska, it took me 4 flights to get there. So I handed out 12 of these just on the way to conference. And then I handed out 12 on the way back from conference. So these are amazing. So that is my #3. My #4 tip is go live in your VIP pages. Go live on your wall. I go live twice a week in my VIP group, and basically what I do is I'll either play a game, so I could do something like Jeopardy or Uno or Scrabble, or I've done a spin game where you've got a spin wheel, but you can show your nail sets. And so I have these little numbers, and again, you can get these off of Amazon. They're reversible so that you can see from your point of view to their point of view. And basically, you're going to be showing off your nail sets. So that way you can sell them off of your VIP. Now remember, if you're going to be offering any giveaways or discounts, you have to do those in your VIP and make sure that that is a closed group. You cannot do that on your wall because your wall is a public platform. So I do go live on my wall every now and then, but what I do go live about on my wall is application. How do you put these on? And then also, how do you take them off? So as a matter of fact, tonight's live that I'm going to be doing on my wall is I'm going to be taking off these because these are about almost 3 weeks old. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight on my wall. It has nothing to do with selling these nails. It's just showing them how to take them off. So you can easily do that on your wall. So that was my tip number 4. My tip number 5 is randomly I will pop on. So like a couple nights ago, I popped on and I did an 8 at 8, which means that I took 8 sets of nails and I showed them at 8 o'clock. You can pick a different time every day. It doesn't matter. But the point is that you want to be consistent. You want to show them that you're showing up every single day. Because with Facebook, there's algorithms. And when you don't show up every day, what ends up happening is that your posts don't get seen. They just get buried off in la la land. So that's why I kind of pop on and do these little 5 at 5s. You could even do 1 at 1. It doesn't even matter. Number 6 is vendor events. I know that those are sometimes really hard to get into because of the regulations of having one Color Street stylist per vendor event and stuff, but there are lots and lots of them across the nation. It is a great opportunity to use those twosies to get them on to people because that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to expose yourself to a bunch of people. So vendor events are important. Number 7, add a minimum of 20 friends per week to your, not your group, but to your, on your wall. Here's the thing, is I have looked at a lot of stylists' Facebook pages, and a lot of you guys have your Facebook walls closed, and you guys don't have very many friends. So I've almost maxed out my friend list, and I post all the time, and my page is public. My wall is public. The reason being is people buy from people they know, like, and trust. If they can't see what you're doing and they can't see you as a person, why would they want to buy from you? So open up your wall. You can change your post if you are posting something about your kids, and I know that this is a really touchy subject. If you're posting something about your kids and you don't want everybody in the world to see it, you can change the settings of that particular post to certain people that can only see it. And that way not everybody in the world can see that post. But when I scroll through somebody's profile, right, and all I see is either they changed their profile pic or they are posting something else, like they saw a post from somewhere else and they just shared it to their page, but I don't see anything about them as a person, I'm not going to buy from them. Because I don't know them. I don't know who they are. I haven't seen their life. I don't know what they're all about. So you want to create that know, like, and trust. So I made a point to add a minimum of 20 friends per week. And basically, you guys, that's, 3 to 5 people a day. Very, very simple. There's a thing on Facebook that even tells you friends that you may, like or whatever. And you can go through that list and see who you want to be friends with. Which leads me to point number 8, the public profile. Make sure that you are public. There are so many stylists out there that your walls are not public. So people can't follow you, they can't friend you, they can't get to know you because it's all closed. And so if you're not making yourself available and open to people, it's kind of hard to go on that know, like, and trust factor. So number 9 is send personalized emails. So for example, we just released the Halloween sets. I sent a personalized email to all of the people that I have email addresses for to let them know, hey, just a little reminder, we're having, you know, these Halloween nails. And you'd be surprised at how many people actually are like, oh my gosh, I got to get an order in. Or, oh my gosh, can you, you know, order this? So send personalized emails. It's a huge, huge thing. Okay, let's talk about number 10, business blessings. I cannot stress this enough. Business blessings, they can be something so simple as, I got a cup of coffee because of Color Street today. That's a business blessing. Post about it. Be, you know, honored that, you know, you got a $20 commission. Post about it. So for me, I do business blessings twice a week on my wall. And as a matter of fact, I did one this morning about conference. And so I usually pick Thursdays because it's Thankful Thursday. And then I pick Sunday because Sunday nights are, for me, the most time that all of my friends are on Facebook, because it's the end of the weekend and everybody's kind of gearing up for the week. And so a lot of people go on Facebook. So talk about those business blessings. It can be one of your stylists ranked up. It can be anything, really, truly. I bought a pair of earrings because of Color Street. I mean, it's very simple to, you know, very complex. Number 11, have home parties. You can do so many different themes with home parties, you guys. You can have a pool party. You can have a bunko night. You can have a pizza party. Like today's National Cheese Pizza Day. Invite some friends over and have some cheese pizza while it's cooking in the oven. Play with nails. Pull out those twosies, you know? Simple, simple. Number 12, mommy and me nights. How fun is that to have like a little time where moms can spend times with, you know, the daughters and stuff, and you're putting on nails. So you can have them come over and make s'mores or something. And while the s'mores are cooking, do some nails. Okay, so number 13 is comment on other people's posts. So important. Social media, what does that mean? It's to be social. So the more you comment, the more your posts get seen. The posts that you do on your wall, in your VIP group, all that fun stuff. So make sure you're commenting on other posts. Usually what I do is I will comment on other people's posts for 10 minutes before I ever make a post. So super, super important. And when you comment, don't just say, that was great, and then leave it at that. Actually make a genuine comment, because you're trying to build relationships, right? You're trying to have that know, like, and trust. You're trying to have them come back to you. Number 14, stories. Stories are so important. It is the new phase of Facebook and Instagram. So post in your stories. I make it a goal to post 6 stories a day, whatever it is I'm doing. Like yesterday, we found an Easter egg on our shelf from Easter this year, a real live egg. Like we never found it at Easter. It's now September. To me, that's funny, but I posted it in my story. What you do when you post into stories is that if a person comments on it, that message goes directly to your Facebook Messenger or your DM if you're on Instagram. That is a great way to start a conversation with somebody that is not in a public forum. So use stories, comment on other people's stories. So it gets that relationship going. The other thing that I do too is I'm in a few like non-Color Street groups, things that are of interest to me. So a big thing that I am very interested in is self-development. So I'm in a couple of self-development groups, and I comment in those groups, genuine comments to other people's journeys, other people's lives, things like that. So if you're looking for a way as to how do I find friends on Facebook and how do I build my audience, find something that you're interested in. Like let's say, I don't know, you're interested in coffee, right? So find a group on Facebook that is just about coffee and bond with those people that are in that group. Spend 10 minutes a day commenting on other people's posts. Make a post of your own. Introduce yourself to that group. You will be surprised at how many friend requests you get after that. So that is tip number 15. Tip number 16, the other thing I like to do is I like to tag people in my posts, so, and even in my stories, and especially in my stories. So like right now, I actually have a book club that I do, but we're reading this. So I went ahead and I posted a picture of me holding the book. So not only do I highlight, you know, Rachel Hollis, but I'm highlighting myself, but I'm also highlighting my nails without highlighting my nails and being all salesy and spammy and stuff. But I tagged Rachel in this post. So that way it shows up on her stuff. You're getting more reach out there to do that. Number 18 is personal development. Super duper important. Spend 30 minutes a day doing personal development. Cannot stress this enough. It does so many things. It changes your mindset. It changes your attitude. It changes your, it allows you to grow in so many different ways. The other thing that I do is I wear glitter nails. I'm a glitter fan beyond belief. So as you notice, I have glitter on the top of solids. The reason being is that it catches people's eyes. And so a lot of people will ask me, oh my God, where'd you get your nails done? I'm like, I did them myself. Super simple, right? So I like to wear glitter and I like to change them out often. And then number 20 is be consistent. Post daily. Don't post once a week. Don't post every other week. Post daily. It is so, so important. The average person takes, it takes them 7 times to see a product before they purchase it. So think about that. So if you're posting only once a week, once every other week, how often do they know or see that you're selling Color Street? They don't know it that often. So, and I'm going to actually give you a couple bonus tips because I thought about these after I wrote up my list. So the other thing is thank you cards are important. So when somebody orders from my website, because we can see them in our back office, I like to see what they ordered. And depending on the theme that they ordered or whatever, I will find a twosie that matches that order, and I will write a hand personal note to them and attach that twosie inside. And I will send it to them off in the mail. Then they get another surprise package in the mail. They're like, wow, she's paying attention to me. The other thing that I do is after about 2 weeks, because I want to give them a little bit of time, I will send them a message, either in Facebook Messenger if they're on Facebook, or an email depending on how, you know, they've left their information. And I will ask them what they thought about Color Street, and especially if it's their first time ordering. So it's super duper important to actually acknowledge that they're ordering from you and to thank them that they're ordering from you, because they can order from anybody, right? Another massively amazing tip here is, what is your why? Why do you guys do what you do? You really need to define that why, because that's what's going to drive you and your business to succeed. So for me, when I first started, my why was, oh, I wanted to put my kids through college. Somebody asked me, why? Well, because I want them to be successful. Why? So we went through this list of like 30 different whys all the way down to the very end. And ultimately, I found out that my real reason why was that I wanted to create memories. So really stop and think about, what is your why? Why do you do what you do? Another side note is I don't do Color Street full-time. This is not my full-time gig at all. I actually own a brick and mortar store here in Alaska that has been in our family for 40 plus years. I have a staff of 15 employees, okay? So, and I'm also a single mom of 3 kids. So I'm just telling you guys, dedicate a time in your day where it's just Color Street. So like I do block timing, and so I spend, I think it's like 2 to 3 hours every morning that all I do is Color Street, and I wake up at 4 a.m. The other thing that I do too is I created my own checklist of things that are important to me that I have to get done every single day. There's just, it's a non-negotiable for me. So however much time you put into your business, those are the rewards that you are going to get out of your business. Bottom line. So Rachel Hollis, I have a quote for you. When you really want something, you will find a way. When you really don't want something, you will find an excuse. So think about your call to action is going to be define what your why really truly is, because those are the goals that you are working for. And everybody's why is different. Everybody's situation is different. So find out what that why is. The second thing is post daily to your social media accounts. I cannot stress this enough. There's a reason why I've sold so many nails. A lot of things that happen on Facebook, it may not look like I sell nails on Facebook, as far as people like commenting and saying, hey, I want, you know, this set. A lot of people message me and say, I want this, and they give me a list. As a matter of fact, 2 days ago, I went over to somebody's house. They bought $398 worth of nails. How? Why? Why don't they just sign up? They don't want the hassle, and I get that. But what I usually do is I will, when I'm selling nails in person to somebody, and they like, let's say they want this nail set on the bottom, I'm like, you know, this one would be a great complimentary nail set to match that. And that's how you do the 2 nail sets, you know, like they were only going to get the 1 nail set. So it's super important that you get to know your customers. And when something comes out, a new, like let's say this one just came out, and you know of people that like that golden stuff, send them a personalized message. Hey, did you know we have this set available? Okay, so the last thing I'm going to leave you guys is success is never owned. It is only rented, and the rent is due every day, by Rory Vaden. So if you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the comments below. I will love to answer them. I've got about 5 more minutes before my next meeting or so. So I'm going to go ahead and pop over here and look at these comments real quick. Yes, you guys are very welcome. Yep. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Nadia. I hope I pronounced that right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, too, I invite you guys are all more than welcome to follow me on my wall on Facebook, because my settings are to public. I don't have a problem with that. I probably will not accept friend requests, because I think I only have like 3 slots left before I hit the max of 5,000. So I like to save those for my customers. But you guys are more than welcome to do that. Do you do that on your personal page or private page? Melissa, which point are you talking about for that? If you can throw that in the comments, and I can answer that question. Let's see here. Yep. Okay, awesome. Yes, Tracy, I will go ahead and upload that checklist, and I'm also going to type out this list. Actually just had it handwritten, but I'm going to type out this list, and I'll go ahead and get that posted as well later today too for you guys. Yep, okay, perfect. Dun, dun, dun. Yes, Bethany, I will post that checklist for you. Lisa, the actions that are in my checklist, we'll get those posted, and you will see those. Tanya, do you charge the standard prices? If I go live on my wall, I do, because you have to. And so I probably go live on my wall to sell the nail sets like twice a month, because I don't want to be that over salesy person. But in my VIP group, the prices change all the time because it's a closed group. And so, but that's how I do that. So you post nail stuff to your personal page every day in a non-spammy way. Yes, you can. You could do something as simple as, I bought a cup of coffee this morning. What do you like to drink? Has nothing to do with nails, right? But check it out. The picture, the caption, or the picture that I would have taken, it has my nails right here, so they can visually see it. So that's without being salesy at all. And then you start a conversation with all these people, because they're like, oh, I like white chocolate mocha, or I like the pink drink, or like, you know, whatever the coffee drink is. And then you comment. When somebody takes the time to comment on your posts, please comment back to them, because it really does form that relationship of the know, like, and trust. So, I mean, that would be like somebody commenting on your post, right? And like, if you don't comment back, you get kind of hurt, because you're like, wow, they, you know. So, but yeah, that's, I mean, something simple as this. This is a picture right here. I didn't even talk anything about my nails, but they saw my nails, because I made that kind of like the focal point of the post, but not really. So that's a non-salesy way to do it. Dun, 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 handwritten notes. Yeah, no, I want to type up, actually, I want to type up this list, because I gotta, I've been meaning to do it for a while. So, let's see, social media question. Do you find that you have a different audience in Instagram versus Facebook? Yes, I do. I have a much different audience in Instagram than I do in Facebook. Basically, the audience that I have in Instagram is of a younger generation, whereas the audience on Facebook for me is an older generation. So I do change the posts on each. And you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Instagram too. My handle is once, and it's _ upon a nail. And I'll leave that in the comments too. So for my wall on Instagram, I just post 2 pictures a day. I post an inspirational quote, because I'm a huge inspirational person. And then I post just a picture, and it can be a picture of me. It can be a picture of my kids. It can be, it's just whatever. So you guys are more than welcome to go over there and check that out. But that's all that I do for Instagram. And then I post in my stories all day long. So there are different audiences for different platforms. I find that Instagram is more of the younger generation, and so you want to appeal to them. And then the Facebook for me is an older generation, but that could be different for everybody. So, yes, dedicate time into your business every day. Whatever you put into it, that's what you're going to get out of it. That is the bottom line. So will this stay in Rainmaker so we can rewatch it? Yes. Absolutely, it will. And actually, I will actually be uploading it to YouTube as well. So it'll be there as well. Feel free to message me if you guys have any questions. Post questions in here too. But anyway, I really want to thank you guys for allowing me to come on here and share some of my tips with you guys. And we will get these things typed up for you, and we'll get the PDFs over to you guys. So thank you again. I appreciate all of you guys. Everybody here is such an inspiration, and I just love being a part of this group. So thank you, everybody, and have a good day.